Hey guys, what's up? So, I'm at the laundromat right now. Got my laundry done, and this car is not starting. Man. So, it was good about an hour ago. Last time I came out, went back to the laundromat, sat there, got my laundry done, and came back to my car and tried to turn it on. It felt like everything was on normally, but when I try to start it, like nothing, I hear nothing, no sounds coming from the starter, no sounds coming from the engine, dead silence, except for one single click. Kind of sucks. So the radio works. I was listening to the radio for, I don't know, 10 minutes or whatever, waiting for AAA to pick up my car right now. So basically all the lights on the dash work, all the the radio works, blow motor works. Only problem is it's not cranking over. So originally I thought it was the battery that was causing it. I bought the battery. I bought a brand new battery for this car about 2 years ago. I didn't think it was the battery. But anyway, turned on the headlights, went outside, made sure that, the headlights were strong. And they were strong. So it wasn't the battery. Well, at that point, I kind of knew it wasn't a battery. But I did have a jump pack. I took I jumped it, tried jumping on the jump pack, nothing, and this was a big jump pack, a strong jump pack, and nothing. So basically, I thought so I went through the list of trying to diagnose this car. I knew it wasn't the alternator because this car wasn't running at all. Car was not running at all. So normally, if the alternator died out on you, your car would die, but it would die with your car running on the road or with the engine on. This wasn't the case here. But if that was the case, when I put the jump pack on, it would have just jumped the car, and then when I took it off, it would have died. So definitely wasn't the alternator. And with the same situation, definitely not the battery, because if it was the battery, I would have been able to jump it, cranked it. Wasn't able to do it. So those two, it wasn't, those weren't the problem. So basically at this point I'm thinking it's something electrical. Maybe it's the relay or the or fuse. But I don't think it's the relay, because this car does make a click. It makes a click. I mean, I've had these no start situations before, and normally, if it makes a click, that means that there's electricity going through a relay to the starter motor, and it's just that the small starter motor is not turning over, it's not cranking over. So I know it's not I'm pretty sure it's not the relay. I'm like 99% sure it's not the relay. So I was thinking maybe a fuse. But the thing with the fuses with no start, normally there's two situations that occurs, and normally if there's a main fuse that's blown, you get nothing on the dash at all. It's like if you took the battery off, cables off the battery, and there's no electricity running through the car, which is not the situation. And the other case is it'll crank up, but it won't crank up all the way where the car turns over and stuff like that. So that's not the situation either. The situation is everything else works inside except the car's not cranking over. So I thought maybe it might be the brake switch. So basically I had a long crowbar. I stuck it on the brake, between the brake and my seat, and went out and tried to check to see whether the back lights work, the brake lights work, and the brake lights do work. Normally when the brake switch is out, the brake lights don't work. So it wasn't the brake switch at all. None of those situations. So at this point, I'm thinking it's the starter that's causing it. And there's a couple ways I guess I could check it out, but I'm not going to, and there's no way I could get to the starter. I could try to pump the starter a couple of times and see if it starts up, but I'm not going to do that. I haven't changed the starter in this car ever, but I bought it used, so I don't know what the situation is with it. But At this point, well, not at this point. I called AAA about 15 minutes ago, and it's gonna be an hour and a half before they come, and I'm gonna have to get the starter switched out. Probably gonna have to get the starter switched out, which kind of sucks. But I'm gonna keep you guys. Okay, all right, guys. So it turned out that it was the starter. I didn't really need to do any more tests on it. I'm pretty sure it was the starter. I never changed the starter out. I bought this car. Since I bought this car, I never had the starter switched out. So I assume out of everything that all the whole diagnosis yesterday, the way the car behaved and stuff like that, I kind of knew it was starter. I had the starter switch out, and it turns on like a charm every single time. So, all right, guys. I hope this has helped you out. If you guys want to leave a comment, please leave a comment. Please give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe, guys. All right, take care.